Hello, welcome to Dreamcatcher. How are you guys? I hope you're having fun because the energies are very, very difficult to bear right now. We are in the middle of something that is going to shift our consciousness to a better level, better, wider. Okay, so we are basically what we're doing is shedding the old versions of us. Okay, and you're probably gonna notice some changes in your environment, whatever you are doing, in the way you think, in the way you see people. And this is a shift, right? And some people are not going to be good for you anymore. Some people you're going to have to cut out of your life, whether you like it or not. And some people are going to appear in your life all of a sudden as well. And you got to be careful with new connections, because some of them, they are going to be there in order for you to be sort of tested in a way, right? So that you're going to see if you're going to allow the old pattern repeat, or you're going to let it go completely and build on a new version of who you are, who is free and independent of the external outcome. Okay, which is really it's really good, but it's not very easy, since we've been born into a dependent system, right? Where we all dependent on something. You do as I say, or you're not going to get this, right? You pay for this, or you're not going to be able to watch TV, or you're going to have to go to work, otherwise you're going to be able to eat. Everything is very narcissistic. Everything is really dependent. Yeah, like this is codependency that we were made to do, like we were made to experience. And this is not who we are, really, because if you look at humans, we are more than capable of looking after ourselves, and our blueprint is unconditional love. And this, everything that is around us right now, excuse me, is completely off the charts, okay, of who we really are. And it's completely not aligned with us, okay? That's why so many people are suffering, because they don't know who they are. And once you tap in deeper inside of you, that this is the only place where you can actually find out who you really are and what your values are. But you need to obviously spend some time in order to do that, okay, and get to know who you really are and what kind of power you've got, right? So this is really fun, but at the same time it's fucking powerful and scary, okay? It is scary because there are versions of you, I mean, there are parts of you that you might be scared of because you see them in other people and you don't like them, but you obviously hold them yourself, okay, and you need to integrate them, okay, completely. And if you, once you integrate everything and you realize that, oh my god, I've got this full level, full highest level of understanding that everybody is acting from their own consciousness level, yeah, you're not going to have any need of judging other people doing whatever, because you're going to be so focused on working on yourself and your personal development. They're not going to be just bothered about anything from the on the outside, okay? Like this morning, like I was even feeling very heavy, and things purge out of you as well. So the energies right now are causing like a pressure washer, right? To wash out everything, because your DNA is changing and your life is changing. Basically, it will change whether you like it or not, for the worse or for the better, depending on your choices. Your choices when it comes to beliefs, okay? So if your beliefs are you're going to stay within the fear-based reality, then you're obviously going to be sucked into it even more, because that's the way it works, and there is more and more to be scared of, right? Or you're going to choose the consciousness of unconditional love, and you're going to trust and accept whatever happens is for the highest good, and that's how you roll. That's how you elevate your consciousness, that's how you elevate your vibe, that's how you elevate your frequency, that's how you work towards goals, that's how you come to understanding that basically all the reality that you are in, it depends on what you believe in, okay? And nothing from the outside can scare you, nothing from the outside. You need to obviously remind yourself every day, like, I live in my reality. My reality is created by my own thoughts, by my own beliefs. And if I change my beliefs, I'm going to change my reality. And obviously work towards that, because you're already at the level where you are amazing, and you should know this, right? You should know this 100%, like this is the day because the sunshine is out, so that means it's a day. and the moon is out, that means it's the nighttime, okay? So you should be able to know, I am fucking amazing and I'm scared of nothing because I am abundantly looked after and protected, okay? And that's all you need to know. However, the energies that are pressing down everything that is inside of you is they are going to make you feel very uneasy because you're going to need to not get rid, but just integrate those parts, okay? And now, in order for you to integrate those parts, you need to notice them, okay? Notice them. And the best way to notice them is by looking at other people and what bothers you in others. This is something that you need to have a look at yourself, okay? If nothing bothers you about people apart from little things like, oh, well, you know, just like this pisses me off, this person's pissed me off because they've done something, right? Obviously, this is a lack of acceptance, but it does happen to everybody. But what I mean is just like if something really bothers you in one person and you can't stand that person because of that really very, very much feature, this is probably something that you have inside of you that you have not integrated. Otherwise, this person wouldn't bother you this much, okay? And because let's face it, everybody is in a different way, consists of good and bad, yeah? This yin yang sort of relationship. So we have a dark side and a bright side, and we can choose this side, right? We can choose, we can base on what we do, we can choose this side and integrate ourselves with being who we really are. And the best thing to do right now when the energies are hitting hard, because you are going to get hit hard and everything in things just go out. This is the main thing why this is happening right now is for you to get clear with everything that's inside of you, so nothing bothers you and you cuddle every single part of you, okay? So you basically have, for example, some guilt inside of you, or shame, or jealousy, or fear. Fear is the number one bloody culprit of everything, and that's the way it is right now. People who are scared, they obviously are not responding to what is going on. They reacting in panic, okay? And they cannot have genuine concern. They just are panicking and do things that other people do as well, because just in case this is it, right? Not understanding who they really are, not understanding their full power and potential, not understanding that they are being manipulated into doing something that brings money to someone else or some kind of other agenda, right? Which agenda is just our money is our number one agenda, yeah? So you need to remember, if you react from fear, this is where you're going to be all the time, because fear attracts more fear, and fear is a negative spiral that brings you down. If you start integrating your parts and you understand that fear, it is natural, right? It's a natural thing to have. However, you can act despite it and put it aside, shut yourself off of those emotions, and carry on anyway, okay? And every time you have a fearful thought, which you will, you can also respond to it by telling it to sod off, right? And say, look, I know I'm scared, right? I'm scared that I'm not gonna make it. I'm scared that this goal that I've got is too big, or I'm scared that something's gonna happen to me, or I'm scared of whatever. This is a thought that has got no power over you until you allow it to have power over you, and you start thinking about this thought as a genuine truth, okay? Because you can tell that voice of yours, because that's basically what it is. This is a voice this is this dark side of you speaking, this ego which is just saying to you like, be careful because you're going to like fail, and what other people going to think about you, or if you do this then they're going to think you're stupid, or whatever. And you can say that like, it doesn't matter, okay? I'm committed, I'm doing it anyway. It does not matter, genuinely, it doesn't matter if this happens, because I'm fucking prepared, yeah? Even if this happens, thank you very much, ego, right? Thanks for letting me know about this. Thank you for letting me know that I can fail. Thank you for letting me know that I can not make it, right, there, or that I'm going to have this or this, or a disease, or an accident or whatever. But thank you for letting me know about this. However, I'm going to do it anyway, because what can happen also, apart from the fact that I could end up in an accident or could end up in hospital or I can also make it safely through, yeah, and have fun at the same time. So I'm not going to fear stop me. And I guess this is just completely something that I wasn't prepared to say. I wasn't supposed to be talking about that. I wanted to talk about affirmations, but see how it connects, because see, this is it, right? I mean, it's just completely random, but I'm going with it because it needs to come out. And what I am trying to say here as well, what I am trying to pass on to you guys so that you know and you are aware, is that these thoughts are going to be appearing more often right now, because they are meant to be noticed. They are meant to be changed. They are meant to be seen by you, right? And done something about, right? So if you have thoughts that are negative, right? They are fearful. They're not really negative, but they are fear-based, right? They are they are here to stop you, right? To stop you from what you are doing, from what you are meant to do, from becoming who you're meant to be. Okay, and if you are spiritually tuned in and you know and understand what reality works like and what life is about, then you are not going to be scared of those thoughts. You're not going to let anything control you, because you're not going to know that you are the person who is controlling the thoughts, and you are the person who can control where your mind is sending its attention, where your mind is sending its energy and focus, right? So you're not going to pay attention to those thoughts. Yeah, they will be just like little flies, and they're going to be all very annoying, and they're going to be buzzing near your ear, which is not very pleasant, but you can always just like waft them away off you and then carry on with the thing, right? Imagine if you gave full attention to the fly and completely stopped what you're doing, right? It's just exactly the same. It's just, it's quite a good analogy, actually. So let's say you have a fly, right? And it's flying around, and instead of you doing something important and you are focused on whatever you need to do, and all of a sudden this fly comes around, and you can decide and respond in such way that you just go like, okay, because it's bothering me this much, right? Then I am going to let the fly out of window and have a fucking peaceful afternoon, and then just do whatever I need to do. But that comes from your decision. But imagine if this fly comes through the door, it starts buzzing, and then you are stopping to do everything you're doing, and all of a sudden you make a big massive deal about the fly. You tell everybody the fly is in the room. Oh my god, this is so annoying, I don't know what to do. You start different things, and you focus your attention on something that does not matter at all. Okay, that was only there as a little temporary distraction, and you allow this fly to distract yourself away completely from what you are doing. So that means that you reacted, right? Because you weren't aware that whatever you are doing is more important than the fucking fly. Okay, and that's how it is. Okay, so what you need to do is just remember that those thoughts that are starting to come up to the surface more, and they are going to be thoughts that might be of any nature, really, but the more you really focus on yourself, on the silence that you have inside of you, on everything that is in you, okay, the more you will be able to understand that these thoughts are just like little clouds, okay, or they come and go, the flies. Yeah, they come and go. They just like they're just there. They just don't do anything really. Okay, so they will go away eventually. And what you need to do is stay focused on what you are doing, and what you are doing should always be aligned with you, with who you are, with what your truth is. Okay, and this is how you keep your energy pure and elevated at all times. This is how you keep yourself in a light energy of light, really, because then you feel better in your body. You can breathe, right? You feel healthy, right? Everything is working out. Okay, you like yourself. You literally like who you are. Okay, because you stay focused on whatever you are meant to be doing and you are not allowing the distractions. But now, not to allow distraction takes some guts, takes some practice, okay? And takes spending time with you, okay? So you can notice yourself and you can talk to yourself and realize that there are things you're ashamed of, things you are scared of, things you feeling guilty over or because of, things that you are jealous of, right? Things that you can't cope with, things that make you angry, that you have a lot of anger inside of you, and so on and so on. And I'm probably saying that to myself because it's one thing that makes me really angry and I have to deal with this myself. And I know it's just come up recently. I didn't realize that. I mean, now I understand that everything fits in the right place. But unfortunately, things like that happen every now and again. And then you realize you have a very full and deep realization of who you are and of yourself. And you need to work over that barrier, right? Because this is another block that is blocking you from who you want to be, and you need to deal with it, okay, along with other things that you're doing. So this is how it is. The thing that, for example, I don't know, but this morning I realized that I am scared. That's exactly what I said, even in my diary. I'm scared. And I was like, why are you scared? What are you scared of, right? I'm scared that I am not going to make it, right? I mean, I'm not going to make it. Who's not going to make it if not me, right? I mean, make it where? I've already made it. I'm already amazing. It's just like my ego is telling me that I'm not going to make it with a goal that I want, right? Because the goal that I set, but the goal is far away. I don't need to make it straight away. I don't need to make it there anyway. It's just I choose to go that way because this is what I want to have fun that way, right? But it's just like whether I'm going to make it or not, I'm not going to allow it to define me. However, this fear made me realize that I am dependent on the outcome, right? So this is perfect because now I can learn not to be dependent on the outcome and agree with myself that if I want to, do I want to go there anyway? Regardless of whether I'm going to make it or not, like make it the big way, the way I want to make it, right? And if I agree with myself that the doing is worth doing just for the sake of doing without the outcome, that's it, right? Okay, I've integrated my fear. That's perfect. That's great. That's how it should be. Anyway, so this is what I wanted to pass on today. I also wanted to talk about affirmations because affirmations is a big theme for me, and it also works for me in a way that it's just beyond belief, right? So from a person who was really introvert and always uncertain, always ended up in like toxic relationship with people who are taking advantage of me and just not giving me enough attention, not giving me enough sort of respect, right? I ended up a version of me that I wanted to be the opposite of who I was before, okay? So now I am a confident person. I am allowed to say whatever I want to say to people when they are crossing my boundaries. Before I wasn't able to do that. Now I can just sort of, if I can see that somebody's treating me poorly, I can walk away from it. I don't even have to say anything. And before I was allowing shit like this happen on a daily basis to me for a very long time. And this is what made me feel very sad. And this is what made me depressed as well. Because if you are allowing other people to treat you for a very long time in a poor way, then you're going to be sad. You're going to be so sad that you're going to become depressed. And this is what happened to me, okay? And it was nobody's fault. People will act the way they act, and some people will push the boundaries, some people won't push the boundaries, but the only person who can hold them is yourself. And in order for you to hold them, you need to be strong, okay? And I'm not saying strong physically, although that helps as well, obviously, because you need to be fit in order to have a very nice, healthy, energetic aura. However, you need to be energetically strong, okay? And energy strength comes from what you are thinking about yourself and about who you are, okay? This is your self-image is the only source of energy that is. Okay, so if you think of yourself as a amazing person, and you start accordingly acting accordingly, and do the things that amazing people do, right, which is something that serves you, something that's that agrees with you. You feed yourself with the things that you know you deserve because you're amazing, because this is what amazing people do. Then you are going to make your energy network, energy field stronger and stronger and stronger every day. Okay, because you're giving yourself more and more and more and more and more light. Okay, and if you feed poorly, then you obviously just going to damage your energy field, and your boundaries are going to be very, very weak. Okay, so anybody's going to be able to cross them, and you are not even going to know why, but they are going to be able to cross them, and you're going to allow them to, and then you're going to be frustrated and angry that somebody just crossed your boundary. But what you are really angry at is yourself. Who you're really angry at is yourself, because you were not able to hold them. And the reason why you're not able to hold them is just because you have weak energy field, because you're not doing the things that serve you, right? You're doing things that serve other people. You serve other people, but you are forgetting that you are a person as well. And in order for you to get strong energy aura, strong energy field, even that kind of strength, that any darkness is going to come up to you, but they're not going to do anything, because you're going to be so strong, and your boundaries are going to be so visible. They're not going to be visible, but they're going to be feelable, if you know what I mean. The people from the outside, they're going to be able to feel you in your full glory, and they will never dare to cross your boundary. And even if there is somebody who just has no fucking recollection of what, or collection of what's going on in the world, and they will just randomly come up to you and just do something, you'll be able to say like, talk to the hand, or right, stop, you little human, because you are not affecting me. I'm not allowing this. Yeah, and that's it. And the most beautiful thing about being stronger and stronger energetically is that in order for you to get there and practice this, because this is just a matter of practice, and you never really get there, you can get stronger and stronger and more powerful, okay, is to give yourself the best energy quality there is across every single area. So looking after yourself in such way that you would like your best parent that you, for example, never had, or you had parents who also struggled, right? And they didn't give you what they should have at the time because they were coping with their own shit. So you missed out on a lot, for example. And now the person that you were always wanted as your parent, you should be one yourself. Okay, treat yourself that way, and you will see the difference in how you feel about yourself. So anything that a good parent would say, like, you allow that. Yeah, you can have it, you can have whatever, you can be whoever you want, you can, I am allowing you to do whatever you want, you can go out and play, you can just like, yes, I'm supporting you, I'm backing you all the way, I'm backing you 100% onto whatever you decide to do, as long as it's nice and it's going to serve you and other people. And I'm always going to be by your side. And obviously you deserve this. You deserve everything you want in life, and that's it. And go for it. Go, right? And then you go, right? And if you like yourself that way, trust me, your energy field is going to get stronger and stronger. You're not going to need any protection, because you're going to already be protecting yourself with your field, with your aura, okay? So that's another thing that I was saying, talking about, I have to listen to this video again. Anyway, the lasting affirmations, right? So affirmations, you need to repeat the things you want to know about yourself, okay? In order for you to change into a person that you want to be, who you want to be, and have the things you want to have, and do the things you want to do, you need to repeat to yourself every day that you already have these things, right? It's just a matter of time that they're going to appear in you. But affirmations, when it comes to yourself, are the most important ones. And you should always remember that whatever you say, your cells are listening to it. And whatever you say about yourself, your cells are literally saving this as a data. Okay, so if you are saying to yourself and other people that you are fucked up, okay, then you are going to experience and have things and people and situations attracted to yourself based on what you believe about yourself. Okay, however, the beautiful thing about beliefs and about things you think about yourself is that you can change it. Okay, and you can change it in full. You can change it into the opposite, because everything's going on opposite. So if you think you're fucked, you can also think about yourself as a healed person, and then you start becoming one. And once you convince yourselves and convince your mind and you convince your subconsciousness that whatever you want to believe about yourself is true, okay, and that's perfect, because now from now on, with the knowledge I just gave you, you should be able to say everything in superlatives about yourself. I am intelligent. I am amazing. I can do whatever I want. I believe in myself. I always succeed, right? I have more than enough of everything, and so on and so on, okay? I am very smart. I am very clever. I can make it whatever I want. I can have whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I can be whoever I want to be, right? Because that's my human right, because I was born this way, okay? I was born with a print of an unconditional love, and this is how I want to roll from now on, because I love myself and I am beautiful, okay? And off, okay? And whatever else you want to add on top of this is never going to happen overnight, that all of a sudden you're going to say to yourself that you're an amazing person, and you're going to become, wake up in the morning and just like, wow, I'm amazing, and my life changed completely, right? Along with saying these things, I suggest you start doing amazing things, okay? And that's how you start believing that you're amazing, and your energy field, your subconscious mind, your emotional body will start attracting to you the things that you believe about yourself, okay? So that is it. That is the whole secret of being in the light, right? In a light energy, okay? This is how it works. And repeating to yourself every day so works, because I was that person who was very, very uneasy always, and very uncertain, and very, like, I suppose I had so many issues with boundaries and with self-confidence and stuff. And I don't have self-confidence problems right now, because I'm more than confident, because I convince myself that I am a confident person, and I don't know, whatever I wanted, I have, right? So I am a slim person. I have my own company, blah, 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 blah. And this is great, right? I mean, I am obviously working and everything is under construction all the time. But already the success is that from the person who's very, very self-doubting and always low self-esteem, and not always worried about what other people are going to think about me when I do or say something, I just stopped giving a thing, and I started being myself more and more and more, because this is what I wanted. I'm just myself all the time, and I am just as genuine as I can be all the time, and I am always sharing from a place of authenticity, unless there is energy that is so overwhelming around me that I cannot even possibly be myself, because sometimes because of the fact that I'm really receptive to energies, and somebody's got a very strong negative aura, and they are feeding their consciousness with very negative things and situations and thoughts, and they have a lot of negative thoughts about themselves. Their energy often is so overwhelmed that I cannot possibly overwhelming that I feel so overwhelmed that I cannot respond the way I would like to. I just sort of feel very, very crushed, and I just sort of try to avoid situations like that, but not always is it possible. And unfortunately, because of how energies are working right now, we are getting a lot of it, and a lot of people, they sort of end up in this energy of fear. And you can feel that this can be felt when people have a lot of issues. They obviously are felt by those individuals like me who are receptive to energies, and I can easily pick up from the air whatever vibe is around whoever. Yeah, and that is a very beautiful gift. However, I just need to sometimes back down and have a lot of rest, because I want to be able to cope with all the energies that I encounter during the day. Okay, so that's why sometimes it just feels overwhelming and I am unable to be myself in situations like that. However, I am, and most of the time, and that is beautiful and perfect. And I love this about myself, that I have this gift of being receptive, because thanks to that, I know what's wrong with people and I know how to help them. So any affirmations that I can see that somebody needs, I'll obviously tell them. Okay. And I'm preparing a lot of beautiful affirmations, and I often share them as well on my Facebook page, Facebook group, Dream Your Way into Fitness. And that is to do with dreaming and to do with being fit, but across all levels in your life, not only about like physical fitness, but also about the fitness that leads you to the full health, that has got this spiritual layer, emotional layer, mental layer, and physical layer, and all of those are matching, and all of them are connected. There is not even one that could be left out. Okay, without one that is left out, you're not going to be in a state of real, proper health and good energy. Okay. So you need to take all of them in account if you want to really improve yourself, okay? That's why it's so important, okay? So that we work on ourselves across all those levels, and remember that we are multidimensional beings, we are spiritual beings, and we have bodies. We are spirits who have bodies, okay? And this is beautiful because we are souls who have physical bodies in order to carry us through this lifetime, right? And that is such a beautiful knowledge to have, okay? Because you can then completely unattach yourself from your body, from your looks, from your outcomes, from, you don't need validation from the outside, because if you allow yourself to get to know who you really are in your deepest core, you don't need anybody to tell you how amazing you are. You don't need to show off. You don't need to show yourself to the world. I mean, you will if you have a purpose behind it, but you just don't need to show yourself and just be whatever, praise and pat it on your back because, yeah, you did well. Because you already know who you are and how amazing you are. Anything else is a bonus. Anybody else saying a nice compliment is a bonus, but you don't rely and you don't depend on other people telling you if you are good or not, because you are so full of who you are and you know exactly who you are where you're going, that anybody else commenting on you, if they comment in a negative way, you know that they are wrong, right? And you don't listen to them, and then you know that this is what their insecurity is speaking via them. But if they say something nice to you, you are treating it and acknowledging it. However, you know this really, and you are happy with who you are because you are doing well and you're improving more and more. And this is how it should be. This is how should everybody really should see themselves, because this is who we are. Okay, we're all connected, and we should all be aware of who we really are. Okay, it's a shame that most people don't, and at the moment we are working towards that goal so that everybody knows that their full potential can be utilized, their full potential. I think it's time for me to stop talking. Their full potential can be utilized, and this is what I am trying to do. And help humanity to understand who they really are and how much power they have inside of them, and that energy comes from inside of them. It doesn't come out from coffee, it doesn't come out from food, it doesn't come out from anywhere else but themselves, and they can create whatever they want, and they can create whoever they want to be with ease, just by affirming, just by keeping their focus, by keeping their minds open to whatever the possibility they see. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be speaking about what we see inside of ourselves next time, but I'm really happy that I could record this message, because I wasn't recording lately because I decided I'm going to limit it to once a week, but hopefully not for a very long time, and then I'll see you soon. Okay, so make sure that you have a look as well my beautiful blog, and I'm gonna share the link below. There is a very nice article there. I think I wrote one about the flower and about how dreams are analogical to flowers, and that's a very nice read, very nice cute read that I recommend. And also when it comes to energy, make sure you visit my group on Facebook, and follow me on Facebook as well if you wish to, because I always share interesting things there. And when it comes to my own creation, my own blog, my own videos, and a lot of other things, especially affirmations, because they are a very big part of me. And I believe that whenever you are saying the positive things to yourself and remind yourself every day and repeat every day, you stay focused on it, and you convince your mind after a while that this is exactly who you are, and you become that person after a while. Okay, it takes some time, it takes some practice, but once you do it long enough, it becomes so automated. You become the person that you are saying yourself you are, when you're still at the stage where you don't even believe that it's possible for you to be. Like, it wasn't possible for me to become a person who's confident to say what I feel or what I think, right, in front of other people, or speak in front of other people about energy, frequency, and vibration. And now I do it freely, and I'm not afraid to say that or be judged in any way. I just say it as it is. If someone should the opportunity occur. Okay, so yeah, nice one. I I hope that you enjoyed the video. I think it is very informative. If you feel like you've learned something new, please hit the like button and share button, and subscribe as well. So I'll see you around on the internet, because I hang out there all the time, and I just love my little posts and my little blog and everything that comes, anything that is to do with virtually vibration, frequency, and energy. That is my theme. Dream is my theme. Okay, so right, take care. I love you. Bye.